Is Rob going to make it or not? He said he was. Is he going to be here for the last show? It's on Wednesdays. I wonder if the boys can come.
Aha. Hey Liz, where are we?
I am here with Craig Ganji doing my hair for getting ready for the dress rehearsal. We've only got 2 weeks to go, and 2 of us get knocked off tonight, or tomorrow night. Tonight's the voting show.
Now, how did you come to do celebrity duets?
I was asked to do it, and I just thought, I really want to be part of something that is good and fun, just pure fun, that's not a cynical train wreck. I feel like there's so much sadness in the world at the moment that it would be a relief for me to do something that didn't have a barb in it. Just do something that was purely joyful.
Yeah. Did you have to audition?
I didn't actually have to audition, but I kind of insisted on it. I felt like I was going to audition them. I wanted to make sure that they were producers I could live with and love, enjoy the experience, because that's what this was all about for me, and with a charity aspect if you made it to the end. But since there's no guarantee of making it to the end, you want to at least have a great time and be with people who are going to teach you something. And I want to make sure that these people had the same view on life as me, and they did, and I love them. Really, they're good people, the producers of this, and they're the only kind of producers I'll work with these days.
Did you ever find out how they came to contact you about it?
I don't know how they ever picked me. I think Wenda Fong from Fox kind of knew of me. She'd seen me at Christmas parties of Eric Vitro, who is our mutual friend, and she rang up to inquire of my agents, and they flatly turned her down and said, don't even bother coming back with an offer. Lucy never does, doesn't do reality TV, which was totally true up until that point. But she happened to mention it to Eric at some point, and he said, yes, I don't think Lucy would be interested, but he mentioned it to me. I said, are you kidding? That could be fantastic. It's like, that is like my dream when I was a little girl, to be singing with Smokey Robinson or something. And who am I not to want to be on a stage with these people? And it all came about. That's the shocking thing, that this really was my dream. And I'm absolutely flabbergasted to find myself here, and I'm really I'm getting over a phobia. The last 20 years I've not enjoyed singing. I knew I was not living up to the potential I had when I was 16, when it was just a joyous experience, and it was free, and there was a comfort zone being on stage. Up until now it's always been harrowing and just bad, and sometimes I've sung really badly, and I knew that once upon a time I was able to do it, and I couldn't understand why now I couldn't. So I've been able to kind of get over that in some way, and I'm doing great, and I'm, most importantly, having a wonderful time with wonderful people. It's all we've got.
What did you do when you opened that first envelope and Smokey's name was in there?
I was pretty shocked when Smokey's name jumped out, because he was the number one reason that I signed on. The number one reason. Because to me he's the epitome of class and Motown and a legend. And every person I've had since then has really taught me something that none of the others could. If you come in here, you're going to be on camera.
Hello.
Hi, daughter. My daughter just walked in. Hi. Ben. So what?
You opened that envelope, and
I opened the envelope.
this was the reason you did it, and
every person I've had since Smokey Robinson has taught me something that none of the others could. I've learned. I really count on this as a learning experience, and they've taught me unique lessons in performance. This is in a long line of really fun jobs. This is the most fun because it's the most unexpected.
How do the songs get chosen?
I don't know how the songs get chosen. We do not choose them. We don't choose the artist. sometimes you don't even choose the key because it really depends on, you know, where the artist's at. And but I don't mind that. I quite like not being in control.
Mm-hmm. What's from the moment you open what is sort of the first, what is day one? Can you walk us through the schedule of when you find out and who you practice with who?
You make it through the Friday night and you're going, phew, wow, that was really exhausting. I'm just going to go home and crash for a couple of days. And they tell you, no, you've got to be here at 7:45 to meet your next artist. Like, there's not even breathing time. It's quite good in a way because it makes you just get on this. It's a juggernaut. This thing, it just keeps going. So you find out who the person is on Saturday. Sunday, I go shopping, looking for things to wear. Monday, you have day off to take care of your own business. Banking, doctor, school, lunches, whatever. Pay the school fees. Parking fines. And Tuesday, you go and you meet the artist and rehearse with them, and they give you a little CD track to take. That traditionally, at least in the past, that's always been the scary thing for me, because you feel like you know what you're doing, having run through it with the conductor and the music director, with your little team here, and then the artist comes in and like ruins everything because they tell you how they want it to be done, and you've got to be really flexible. So that can be really scary. The first time that hasn't happened was with Richard Marx, where I felt that I've reached a new point of ease, and he's also, I totally trust him as a person and and musically. Yeah, he's a good one to be next to on a stage.
You mentioned your clothes. Should we give the designer a plug?
This Alec Adorian, 7222 Melrose Ave in LA. This guy, like, he's been dressing like porn stars and transvestites and, you know, for years, but now he's doing couture. This guy is so talented. He can do real trashy stuff, and he loves it. Make no mistake about it, he loves it. But he's also doing this incredible couture in beautiful silk things. He's a great artist, and the diversity of what he has in stock is just astounding. You made that piece of complete, like, trashy kind of what is it? It's like, you know, Rio de Janeiro, Mardi Gras wear, and you're making these incredible gowns that should be worn to the Oscars. The man can do it.
Yeah,
he's amazing. So I tend to, when I find people that I believe in, I tend to stick with them and keep them as part of my team. I've really got a great team of people around me now.
How was it opening night? Was there a difference between the dress rehearsal and then the live performance?
Is this a question from a fan?
No, me.
No. Opening night. Opening night, you're sort of in a bit of a, you're a bit shell-shocked, and I think since opening night that we've all come a long way. I feel it was pretty overwhelming. A lot of first night nerves and meeting these artists for the first time.
Was it easier singing with someone than singing on your own?
I think it's nice to have someone beside you. You know, you can lean on them, even in your own mind. Just you can breathe into what they're doing. On your own can be really scary at first.
When you perform with a legend, are you trying to sing in their style? Do you keep something of your own? How do you adapt to singing with someone whose style is so iconic?
I think that you have to be a good listener if you're doing duets. So I think I am a good listener. I just tend to move into the style of the song, whatever it is. It's like playing a role, you know, you just become that. And because I'm so interested in these people, it's a good connection.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm much more interested in trying their thing in my own way than in just doing, you know, whatever my thing is, because I don't know what my thing is. I think I'm a very mutable person.
Because Marie Osmond noted that you were adapting to people. Did you remember her making that comment?
Yeah, maybe I'm adaptable because I don't know what my thing is.
Yeah.
It's starting to evolve. I haven't had very much time to, you know, find out in my life. I've always been playing other roles.
Do you do you use anything the judges say in the next performance?
I actually do listen to the judges. I don't think everything they say is useful, but if you ain't listening, how are you going to know? And I kind of filter their stuff. I find even Richard said something to me that was very, very provocative, and because it struck a chord with me. It was about, basically, he didn't say this, but it was about being kind of white bread when I did Say a Little Prayer, and that was really helpful.
How about his "you made my big toe shoot up in my boot" remark?
When he said, "Made my big toe shoot up in my boot," I had no idea what he was talking about. I was just looking at him like, going, "You're demented." Now I think he's a little less demented, you know. I kind of, I think they're worth listening to.
How's the judging report for you? What was it like waiting for the results of the first audience vote?
Actually, the first audience vote was kind of awful because we had forgotten that somebody got kicked out every time. We were just like this happy little band of lucky little actors and gymnasts and wrestlers and whatever, and we forgot that there was, you know, a gun to our head, you know.
Yeah.
That was pretty ghastly. It was gruesome the first time. Now it doesn't matter. I already won. I feel like this has just been such a win-win situation.
When did you meet Winona? She wasn't your legend, and she gave you that advice from Bono.
Everybody hangs out backstage, so she didn't just give it to me. I just heard, you know, she was talking to us, but I hear everything. Shut the door, Daisy, please. Yeah.
Was there any legend on the show so far that you wished you'd sung with that you haven't yet?
Shaka Khan, I love her. She's amazing. Alfonso's singing with her. But I'm happy for him, you know, because he's just rocking the house, and I love these guys. I love these guys. We're good friends. Like, I'll stay in touch with Hal and Alfonso, no doubt.
You're going to reenact that moment when you picked Hal up at the Comedy Awards.
Hal said something about it.
Final question. So, what have you learned about it yourself in this experience?
I've learned that I can stand up straight. I've always had a little problem being tall, a little bit shy, believe it or not, about that. I'm always sort of trying to come down to other people's eyeline. And I've learned that you can you don't have to be a bastard to get your way, and that you collect good people as you go along, and keep the good people close. Yeah. And if you stick with the fans, they'll stick with you. Thank you.
I was going to say, we got a message for those people who are dialing like crazy there.
I just thank them. I thank you all. Whoever you are, wherever you are, thanks very much for taking the time. This is effortful, you know, to keep bringing week after week, and I really thank you for it.
Actually, I thought what we should tag on the end, because I still have a minute, is you bought a new car recently.
Oh yeah, I got a new car recently. I got rid of my big old Mercedes coupe. So I always like a coupe because I have loved Mercedes for years. and I like a coupe because it's very me. It's like my office. It's not too mumsy, you know. Like at home, I'm all mother, and when I'm in my car, it's me time. Because the kids are in the back when they're throwing popcorn and dripping ice cream all over my coupe, my office. But so anyway, yeah. So I traded in. I got rid of both my Mercedes and in each country, and now I have a Prius, which is great.
Huh?
Very cute. You know, you just tootle along.
And why did you get a Prius?
I got a Prius because I enjoy making less pollution. I think it's the way of the future. It's time to get real about this.
They're gonna like pass me and go, hey fool.
It's great. Cool. No. Well, I forgot my necklace here.